Last week, I talked about an article from The Gamer, written by a journalist pathetically trying to claim that Resident Evil 5, a game set in Africa, was horribly, irredeemably racist because it starred a white man. The week before that, I mentioned an article from IGN, where the author expressed her deep disappointment that Final Fantasy XVI, a game inspired by medieval Europe, didn't look like modern-day San Francisco. And late last week, I had the great misfortune of stumbling upon an article from Polygon, claiming that Link from the Zelda series is a gay icon, and that the Legend of Zelda's queer themes are more than just subtext. In all of these situations, gaming itself took a backseat to the politics of the writer. Graphics, gameplay, fun, forget about that. Let's talk about politics. Modern-day games journalists are more concerned about what kind of message the game sends or how they can use our favorite characters to further their leftist agenda than actually talking about gaming. Journalism in the video gaming industry has been in a sorry state for a while now, but I think we can precisely place the beginning of its decline in 2014 with the advent of Gamergate. Other than which starter Pokemon to pick, the correct answer for that, by the way, is Squirtle, Gamergate is perhaps the most controversial topic in gaming. And for those not in the know, Gamergate was a campaign to push for ethics in video game reporting that started when a female games journalist failed to disclose a sexual relationship with a journalist who positively reviewed her game. The whole thing collapsed into cyber warfare, with each side accusing the other of spewing vitriol and sending death threats. Very, very, very messy. And to this day, Wikipedia refers to Gamergate as a loosely organized misogynistic online harassment campaign and a right-wing backlash against feminism, diversity, and progressivism in video game culture. Lovely. Gamergate was so scarring to the leftist psyche in the gaming sphere that it ignited the exact same obsession we see with activism in the culture-focused press that we see with legacy outlets like the New York Times and the Washington Post. All that being said, I really don't want to rehash Gamergate too much. It's a very, 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 very deep rabbit hole that I would rather not stumble down right now, perhaps in the future. Because what really matters here is what happened after Gamergate, the massive upticks in politics posing as game journalism. Leftist journalists saw what happened and felt that they had to use their platforms to fight for the right politics instead of informing gamers about whether a game was fun or not. Oh, hang on, you're saying I should review the new Mario game? Sorry, I'm too busy writing about how Princess Peach is actually a symbol of white supremacy and Luigi is actually transgender. To drive the point home, let's take another recent example of the gaming press's attempt to push a political message instead of doing their jobs. I've talked about Hogwarts Legacy before and how the alphabet people and their sycophants hate it because of J.K. Rowling's views on trans issues. But my God, by the way these journalists reported on the game when it came out, you'd think that Voldemort himself had made it. From the inverse, the real-world cost of Hogwarts Legacy is unforgivable. From The Gamer, Hogwarts Legacy made us ignore transphobia, so what's next? From Game Rant, Hogwarts Legacy should have done more to support trans players. And from Polygon, why I'm not buying the Harry Potter game Hogwarts Legacy. It is tainted by J.K. Rowling's transphobic views. You notice anything missing here? Like an actual description of the game? Anything related to whether it's good or bad or fun or whether you should buy it? Nah, who cares? Let's just accuse Rowling of being a bigot and whine about the people who buy it. The gaming press has become yet another tool in the arsenal of the woke scolds, and it is legitimately making gaming worse. Because there absolutely should be a press that talks about games in an objective manner. Gamers deserve serious analysis of whether the game is good or not, or whether it should be bought. But instead, we see games journalists rehashing the same points being pushed by mainstream outlets like the New York Times or the Washington Post. Black Lives Matter, transgenderism, whether or not you're a white supremacist for enjoying a video game. Guys, it's essential that we have a serious form of gaming press, because unlike the mainstream outlets that I'm talking about here before, it's kind of fun to play a video game, and I want to know whether or not it's fun before I buy it.